Good day, everyone. I am Drew Marcus, and today we're going to be doing some logarithmic differentiation. Let's get started. So, here's our problem. Y is equals to the natural logarithm of 2x plus 1 raised to 5 over square root of x squared plus 1. To get the derivative of this function, we would use the equation ln of u is equals to du over u. And because we already have the value of u, which is this, we only need to find the value of du. And to solve for du, we would need to use the quotient rule, which states that the derivative of any function u over v is equal to v du minus u dv over v squared, which means that we could label our function u over v. Now, you would get the values. To get the derivative of v, we would use the general power rule, which is n times u raised to n minus 1 times du, which would mean that v, or square root of x squared plus 1, or could also be written as x squared plus 1 raised to 1 over 2, the derivative of that function is equal to 1 over 2 times x squared plus 1 raised to negative 1 over 2 times 2x. Or, if we simplify it, we would get x over x squared plus 1 raised to 1 over 2. And for u, 2x plus 1 raised to 5. And the derivative of u is equal to 10 2x plus 1 raised to 5 minus 1 or 4 times 2. Now, substitute the values into the equation. We would get x squared plus 1 raised to 1 over 2 times 10 2x plus 1 raised to 4 times 2 minus 2x plus 1 raised to 5 times x over x squared plus 1 raised to 1 over 2 all over v squared, which is x squared plus 1. Where did we get x squared plus 1? As we know, if we square a square root, we would cancel the square root. And that is where x squared plus 1 came from. Next step is to factor out similar terms and similar values, in which we would get 2x plus 1 raised to 4, x squared plus 1 raised to 1 over 2 times the quantity of 10 times 2 minus 2x plus 1 times x. We factored out 2x plus 1 raised to 4 because it has the same base and it has the lowest degree, 4 and 5, which is lower 4, so we factored out 4. And also we factored out x squared plus 1 raised to 1 over 2 because we have similar terms. There. And copy the denominator. Next step is to simplify and also factor out further similar bases. We would get 2x plus 1 raised to 4 times the quantity of 2x squared plus x minus 20 all over square root of x squared plus 1. We simplify the values inside the bracket, and we got this. And for the square root of x squared plus 1, we got it because we factored out x squared plus 1 raised to 1 over 2 from the numerator and the denominator. When we factor out values, we subtract the exponents of the values, which means that 1 minus 1 over 2 is equals to 1 over 2. X squared plus 1 raised to 1 over 2 could also be written as square root of x squared plus 1. And there you go. We have the value of our du. Now all that's left is to get the value of the natural logarithm of y. And to get that, we would use the equation du over u. And because we already have the values, all we have to do is substitute. And when we substitute du and u, we get 2x plus 1 raised to 4 times the quantity of 2x squared plus x minus 20 over square root of x squared plus 1, or du, all over 2x plus 1 raised to 5 over square root of x squared plus 1, or u. We could finish it off right here if our value is in its simplest form. But in our case, we could still simplify the equation. And to simplify the equation, we would need to divide the fraction. And to divide fractions, what we do is we get the reciprocal of the denominator and then multiply it with the numerator, which would end up looking like this. 2x plus 1 raised to 4 times the quantity of 2x squared plus x minus 20 over square root of x squared plus 1 times square root of x squared plus 1 over 2x plus 1 raised to 5. Now, cancel similar terms, cancel this, and factor out values with the same basis but different exponents, which means that we could factor out 2x plus 1 raised to 4, and also factor out 2x plus 1 raised to 4 from the denominator. And when we have done all that, we would end up with 2x squared plus x minus 20 over 2x plus 1. And that is our final answer, meaning the natural logarithm of y is equal to 2x squared plus x minus 20 over 2x plus 1. And that is all for today. I hope you have learned something. Please like the video, and thank you for watching. See you next time.